Sorry guys, for some reason my camera just stopped recording, so now I have to do a part 2. But anyways, here we are talking about the divine feminine, looking back and kind of, asking herself, how did I survive that trial by fire? How did I get this far? But oh my gosh, look at me, I did get this far. She is really finding a newfound appreciation for herself and her abilities, her strength within herself to be able to get through all of these things. And she's truly realizing her own worth by realizing that she still has so much love to give, even after so much deceit and betrayal. That is very, very powerful, you guys, that she really literally harbors no grudge, no hard feelings against her divine masculine, and still gives him space in her heart and her mind. This card really speaks to me about the fact that this divine masculine is equally on her mind, just like she is on his. And she's just so, I heard Spirit say saintly. Yeah, that makes sense. She's so saintly about this entire thing. So really beautiful energy coming through for the divine feminine. And we have the Knight of Cups under this deck. So she is ready for her love offer, and she's ready for it to come in here pretty quickly, like, for her divine masculine to just come galloping back into her life. She's ready to receive him, and she's ready to restore the scales of balance. Let's see what comes out for the divine feminine from the Moonology deck. What does her energy look like right now? What is the divine feminine? Step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so as her heart chakra blocks are clearing, I feel like this divine feminine has a little bit of work to do in terms of showing her full potential here. I feel like some parts of her still hold back some things, but I feel like that's truly coming from a space of wanting to be kind to people. I feel like even when she's bothered about something, she has a hard time voicing it, which is, I think, what Spirit is truly guiding her toward, as their reunion approaches, as the reunion for these counterparts approaches, is that Spirit wants her guides want her to be able to vocalize when she's not happy about something, when something is bothering her, and she doesn't need to coddle anybody's feelings. She needs to be able to express herself freely. And I think that is exactly what's happening here. Luck is on your side, so this is not going to be a problem for this divine feminine. I feel like really everything is going to work out. She's just being guided to, higher levels of ascension and growth, and valuing herself the way she values other people. Don't let pride get in your way. This card is very synchronistic because although this divine feminine, I feel like, is extremely caring, considerate, and kind, there's also somewhat of a pride associated with her being that way, that she prides herself on being that way. And this pride is not a negative in any way. It's not like an egotistical thing. That's definitely not what I'm sensing. But it's something that has become so much a part of her identity, so much a part of her character, which is why it requires her to step out of her comfort zone in order to, be able to vocalize what is bothering her, in order to be able to speak up for herself. But the outcome of this is extremely positive, you guys. Again, the blue communication color, a personal issue reaches resolution. So these behavioral patterns that could have caused her to become more hurt in the future because of not being able to voice her concerns or desires is it's going to resolve. Her throat chakra blocks are simultaneously being cleared here with her heart chakra blocks. So things are looking pretty good for this divine feminine as well. I'm going to take it to the Lover's Oracle for her and see if any other guidance comes through. Close your eyes and tell yourself you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. There you go. So I feel like this divine feminine definitely knows how to find happiness in the moment. I don't feel like that's the issue here. But I feel like Spirit is saying is you can embrace higher levels of joy by being able to speak up for yourself, and how people are going to react to this change, because we all know that people don't always respond well to change, that, you know, when they see changes in other people, they sometimes are taken aback or are kind of shocked by it. So if this divine feminine is worried about how people are going to react to that, only time will tell. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because nobody is more important than your emotional safety in any sort of situation. So if you are not feeling safe and you know you're not able to vocalize yourself the way that you should, then you cannot micromanage people's feelings around that. You have to turn your gaze inward and say, what do I need at this time? Because only you can give yourself what you need. And playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. So even though it's, you know, seeming like a very serious note that this divine masculine is returning with all these fears and you know, just wanting to express himself and not being wanted to, you know, be looked at the wrong way, or not wanting her to take it the wrong way, this divine feminine is just guided to, you know, keep her heart light and not to get bogged down with the emotional pressures that are going to come with this masculine's vulnerability. Because I do feel like she's going to find herself feeling under pressure, because she is so in tune with other people's feelings that she's going to want to make sure that he doesn't feel like, you know, she is misconstruing his messages, or, you know, she's really just going to want him to know that, yes, I hear you, I understand what you're saying. But she doesn't have to be weighed down by the weight of that. She's just being guided to, you know, keep her heart light and let things flow naturally, because look here, she's manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So her long dreamed of reunion, her Knight of Cups, is just about to make his entrance back into her life. She's manifested this already. Just 3D physical reality is taken, you know, some time to catch up, and there's really not even much time left here. So I think I've covered pretty much, you know, what's going on with both parties and their guidance. I'm going to close this reading out by channeling some love messages from the masculine to the feminine, from the Eternal Messages deck, and then from the Rumi Oracle, the feminine's higher self to the masculine. There we go. I think that's enough. So if you guys remember me saying that this masculine wants to take some time to build better for himself financially so he could provide for the feminine, and that's why he's afraid of saying that he wants to take his time with this commitment, because he wants to catch up to where he wants to be in life. So this is being reiterated by the masculine's higher self here. I've been more focused on money because I'm trying to build better for myself. And this flew out upright. I love you. Ultimate confirmation. I've thought about having a family with you. So synchronistic, you guys. That's why he wants to be able to provide for her. I don't want to hide this connection anymore. So whatever deceit, betrayal there was in the past, whatever third-party involvement there was, it's done. It's over. 3D reality is catching up to that quick. But in the masculine's heart, in his mind, that is already over. So if you're stressing about it, don't stress about it. Now for the feminine's message to her masculine. This masculine's energy truly, you guys, has left me ultimately so drained. I cannot imagine how this poor soul must be functioning in his day-to-day life, because just channeling his energy is this exhausting. I can't imagine how he gets through his days. Okay. Wow. Sacred Union. The number 19 card. This could not get more synchronistic, because these counterparts are literally on the brink of reunion here. Let's see what this poem is all about. Only the oneness of love and the lover is eternal. Surrender your heart into this union, for all else in this world is momentary. Rumi. This could not get more synchronistic, you guys. Oh my goodness. Yes, she is asking her divine masculine to surrender his heart, surrender his fears, because this is the one thing that's eternal for these counterparts. For anyone who is true twin flames here on this channel, this is a connection that even death cannot break, because you are one soul housed in two bodies. Stupefied with bliss, I become without thought. There is no grief in that loss. I gladly surrender my intelligence in favor of this mindlessness. It is ecstasy, rapture. The sweetness of the union so sacred overwhelms my senses. The lover and the beloved are my world. Nothing else exists except this love. This unity of divine masculine and feminine, and the fresh new universe that shall be born from their sacred conjoining. It happens even now between my body and my spirit, and in yours and in his over there, and that woman passing by. All creation in sacred rapturous embrace. So shocking and wild, this frenzy of loving delight without limits. Let us be swept away, my beloved, in the passionate loving that renders duality into one and tips the mind into empty ecstasy. That was extremely beautiful, you guys. I truly hope you enjoyed this reading, and if this is resonating with you, definitely let me know in the comments. I read every single comment I get, you guys. I truly appreciate all of you being here. So thank you so much for joining me here tonight. Don't forget to join me on Instagram. I will leave my ID in the video description box. I run specials for readings and card pulls there pretty regularly, so I would love if you all would come and join and just, you know, experience some of that with my beautiful Twin Flame Soul Tribe. So thank you for being a part of that. Thank you for co-creating this channel with me, and I will talk to you all again in the next reading video. Take care, everyone.